Top 3 LinkedIn live video mistakes that I see business owners make. My name is Shanee Moret, and I have over 1.1 million followers on LinkedIn. Mistake number 3, not going live. By choosing to not go live on LinkedIn, you are choosing to not leverage the tools that LinkedIn gives you to have a successful live video event. LinkedIn has a feature built into the platform where you could invite 1,000 connections per week to your live video event, meaning that if you have 4,000 connections in your LinkedIn network, you could have a monthly live video event and invite 4,000 connections to that live video event. What is the potential of that? Let's just say that 1,000 out of those 4,000 invites accept, and 250 to 300 people show up to the live video stream. What could you potentially do with 250 to 300 people live learning from you? If you know how to present, if you are a true expert in what it is that you do, if you create valuable content, and if you are clear on your call to action, that could lead to consultations, to webinar registrants, to new email newsletter subscribers, so on and so forth. Let's just say that you were to get 10 consultations from one live video event at that size. And let's just say you're not the best closer and you close 3 of those 10 consultations. And your offer is $10K. That's $30K off of one live video event, not including anyone that will then convert in the future because they added themselves to your email list. The potential is huge, and I just think that a lot of business owners don't understand that LinkedIn has these features built in to help you succeed. The downside of this is that you can't take advantage of these features 100% unless you have 4,000 connections, because then you won't be able to invite 4,000 people in a month. So one of the first metrics when I work with clients is to help them get to at least 4,000 connections so that they could start to leverage the full potential of this feature. Mistake number 2, not having a clear strategy when you go live. Going live on video on LinkedIn is very different than other social media platforms. The style is not really to hang out, and it's very different because we cannot go live with a native button internally. On other social media platforms, there's a live button that you could click. It's very easy to go live from your mobile phone, and it's very easy to bring in people into your live stream so that you can talk to them. This is not the case on LinkedIn. Usually the easiest way to go live is to use a third-party platform such as StreamYard or Restream. That said, it makes it a little bit more difficult to bring in people into your live stream on demand, and what they're really looking for is for you to educate, for it to be more like a prepared professional show rather than you just hanging out. At least that's what I have found for myself when I look at my metrics and for many of my clients. The way to think about going live on LinkedIn video is to think of it more like speaking on a stage. The people in the audience statistically are 80% decision makers and earn double compared to the audience on Facebook and Instagram. It's a huge opportunity for you to prove your expertise and for you to attract people like your target audience. So when you're starting to go live on video on LinkedIn, I really advise appealing to your top 20% target market. The way that you'd find that out is audit who your clients are, who has paid you the most with the least resistance, and really look at who those top 20% are. What questions do they have for you regularly? Why did they buy from you? What questions did they have when they bought from you? What were their pain points? What are their fears? What are their challenges? These are great starting points to start developing a strategy where you start attracting people just like your top 20% clients on LinkedIn, just by being yourself and proving your expertise. Mistake number 3, not giving enough time before you promote the event and actually host the event. I see a lot of business owners get on LinkedIn, they create a live video event on Monday, the live video event is Thursday, they send out their 1,000 invites that they could leverage for the week, and then they get upset because not a lot of people show up on Thursday. That's just not enough time for your audience on LinkedIn to prepare to be there for your event. Remember, this is a platform of professionals. 80% of the people on LinkedIn are decision makers. 40% of millionaires hang out on LinkedIn. They're just busy. They need more time to be able to plan to be there for your event. I advise giving at least 2 to 3 weeks between the time that you create and post your event to the time that you actually have your event. Now, these are just the top 3 mistakes that I see business owners make on LinkedIn, but there are a lot more. If you want to learn what the rest of them are, join the newsletter. The link is in the comments so that you could avoid making them when you start to go live on video on LinkedIn.